Hey friends, Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. I hope you guys tune into my live stream tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern. We got a lot to talk about. And I left my glasses in the house. I was actually laying down on the couch, had a bit of a migraine headache and things, and kind of in disbelief at the moment. This is crazy. I got my new beer glasses, and the Eagle fans like, yeah, you just turned them all into alcoholics, Eagles. Yeah, way to go. And Jacob Garrett was going to purchase one, and he was like, dude, I was going to get one of your glasses. He said, but the shipping on it was $31. I was like, well, where the hell you live? You know, on Mars? And I was like, no. So I was like, damn, I must have done something wrong when I put it on the site. But nah, I didn't do anything wrong, because I got in touch with Derek, and Derek got in touch with Karen, and Karen was going through it and everything else. And there's a glitch in the Postal Service server that basically it's doing this update or screwing things around and so on. And so they've got it working, I think, right now, so it's no longer so Jacob. If you try it again, you should be okay. But we've been hearing for a while now that the post office has a new person in charge who may have a different agenda. And you got to understand that right now, the way business is, you know, it's hard having business right now as we have a 30% GDP, minus 30%, that the post office is part of doing business and keeping this economy going. And there's been word that they're trying to slow down the post office and put it out of business. If you're having people go in to order something and they're talking about $30 to get a beer glass for shipping, you're going to put the post office out of business. You're going to put the people out here. That's customers that people are losing. I'm just, everything in the world is crazy. You know, my dad retired from the Postal Service after 30-some years, you know. My dad was a mail handler, sorter and stuff. They did an educational video for the post office and stuff. Derek was talking about the Jeffersons, you know. Sherman Hensley, he started out being a postal worker. You know, the post office, it doesn't matter where you are in the country, the post office will deliver to you. And it's the postal service. It's not the postal business. It's something that we've all, you know, come to rely on. And it's like it's a pond now. It's literally a pond. And there's some things, I'm sorry, I don't mean to get political, but things like this just blow my mind. There's some things that should not be for profit. They should be basic necessities. And being able to communicate with somebody through the Postal Service is one of those things. Businesses like me rely on them. And when you start effing with them, you eff with each and every one of us. Baseball. Baseball is open for business at the moment. Baseball was looking great, numbers through the roof as far as television goes, but baseball's trying to do it outside of a bubble. We had the Phillies have now 17 players in management test positive. They're in quarantine. Games canceled. Now there's another team that's got a couple of positive results as well. The baseball commissioner has basically said the season right now is in jeopardy, that if we can't get a handle on this, we're going to cancel the rest of the season. Now, I'm not a baseball fan, but see, this has ramifications for everybody. ultimately, what he's really saying is to the players, listen, it's on you. It's on you. If you can't keep yourself out of trouble, as in away from the coronavirus, if you can't be focused in only on doing this job and keeping yourself safe, we have to pack it in. And that should be a lesson to the NFL right now, that there is no margin for error. Now basketball, hey, they're in that bubble. They're in that bubble where they know ain't nobody coming in, ain't nobody going out. And so far, well, give it some time. We'll see how it goes. Because at some point, people with a whole lot of money are going to find ways to do whatever they want to do if they're not focused on it. And herein lies the problem for the NFL. You got a lot of players that are going to go from a facility for part of the day to a home life and then back to a facility. And see, the thing is you can't look at somebody and say, hey, they got corona. Let me step back. You're looking at me right now. I could have corona. I went to Home Depot yesterday. I could have been around somebody who had it. Could have been floating in the air. I could have already given it to Michael. I could have given it to my wife. And anybody else that I come in contact with. I may never get sick. But that's how it is. This world right now, I've seen a lot of things in my life. But it just seems like, and I'm a positive person, it just seems like every day it just gets a little bit harder. It's like something new gets thrown into the mix here. I'm trying to do my part to keep this thing down. I'm trying to keep my social distance. I wear my mask out. Don't get into large groups. And I encourage others to do the same. But the reality is coronavirus is like a football play. We end up calling a draw play. Okay? And say in high school we called it a 56 peep trap. And what you ended up having to do is, boom, you fake pass blocking for the guard, fake pass blocking for one count, and then you ended up pulling around. If you're a left guard, pulling around the center, getting the linebacker. If you're the right guard, you end up pulling around the tackle and getting the end. Center blocks down, tackle blocks down. Fullback hits the hole. If the left guard, if everybody else gets their block, if the left guard doesn't get around the center and get the linebacker blows up the play. Even though everybody else did the right thing. If the right guard doesn't get around the tackle and get the end, then the defensive end can blow up the play. Doesn't matter that everybody else did their assignment. If the guard gets around and gets the linebacker, the other guard gets the end, and the fullback leaves the hole, but the running back goes to the wrong hole, play gets blown up. So it's beyond just 8 or 9 guys doing the right thing. You need everybody to do the right thing for the play to succeed. Now I'm happy when I look at the pictures of what they've done at the Star. They've got like plastic shields between the training tables. You know, you see them going around with these foggers where they're fogging the walls and everything else to kill, you know, any bacteria and stuff in there, where they're cutting down the numbers of people who are going to have access. The media won't have direct access to the locker room or the players. All interviews will be done by Zoom or Skype or some other social media, by camera, okay? I'm not trying to promote any platform or anything else like that. Fans, you see how they have it set up for watching practice. You got like 2 seats here, and then, you know, about 4 rows back, you got 2 seats over there, and 4 rows back, you have, you know, they're spacing people out. They're doing everything that they can the right way. But if that player decides, I'm gonna go hang out at such and such's house, and we're gonna have a little party, then it's all for shit. It won't mean a damn thing. Won't mean a damn thing. Hopefully I'll see you guys tonight. I will if I have my glasses on. I'm Mark Holmes, and well, I hope baseball gets it together, because if baseball can't get it together, that makes it even harder for football to get it together. Baseball, they're not tackling anybody. They're not 6 inches from everybody's nose at the start of a play. If they can't get it together, what hope is there for football? All right, I'll see you guys tonight.